the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two converted basketball players who are now fantastic tight ends. It's Jordan Cameron going up against Jimmy Graham. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the Twins. So we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden here in the booth. And Chuck, you take a look at this matchup. I don't know if it's going to be one in the trenches from the quarterbacks out, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
Oh, without a doubt. I can't wait to see the big fellas have an impact. We're always spotlighting those wide receivers and quarterbacks and running backs and even the defensive backs. But the big guys, I can't wait to see which one tilts the balance for their team.
Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. On first down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And last year was sort of a tough one for Jimmy Graham. He wasn't seeing the same kind of targets he was used to. Then, of course, came the patella injury that wiped out the second half of his year. So he and Russell never really found the connection. And here's an instance where they get a ball picked off.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll go on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Frank's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
4 down. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding time. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
4 down. 47 Mike.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Oh, and it's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Seahawks and the Dolphins are having some trouble moving the ball through the air. The yardage totals are low, and that's helped play into what was a low-scoring first half. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Seahawks with the ball early in the second. Wilson's got the completion from the gun, and he'll be tackled at their own 48-yard line. The offense would head off after throwing the interception. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Damian Williams to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Foster alone in the backfield. They'll get the football here. And Foster loses the football. It's out. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
second down. Rawls. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael, stiff-armed him. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.